Hey kids, John here. I wanted to talk about coming back to your horn after a time period away from it. And it just happens to us. Sometimes it's a vacation, it might be a whole bunch of work that you got to get done. There are times in our lives where we just have to take a break from the horn. This isn't a negative thing, this can be a very positive thing. When you come back to the horn, you can start over. I certainly do not recommend going back to your routine that you were playing before you left. That routine may not help you get back to where you need to be. You certainly aren't going to be back to where you were within a day or two. So I would approach the horn from a different point of view. I like to come back from not playing for a while and start with the basics. A lot of people say long tones. I'm not a big long tone guy. What I do is I do lip flexibilities and I do them slow. And what I'm checking for is how is this functioning? Is everything working here? Tone production, what's my tone like? And then when I move from note to note, how clean is the motion? Am I activating that? So I'm checking in on a bunch of mechanics and trying to develop a good tone. I'm not going fast, so I'm playing long tones, but moving from one to another in a flexibility exercise. So I would warm up very sparsely. Don't do a huge warm up. You're gonna be soft in here anyway. You need to build it back up. So do a little bit of warm up and then go into a lip flexibility. And like I say, I use Overtone series. The Earl D. Irons book is great to use. It's a perfect book. Just go very slow and play the first few exercises. But on the Overtone series, I just start with low F sharp. I go up to a C sharp and back down, then D to G to the D, A flat to E flat, A to E, B flat to F, B natural to F sharp, and then C to G. That's your first two notes in the Overtone series going through the valve positions. Just relaxed, nice and relaxed, looking for a good tone, smooth air production, all the mechanics, just a very relaxed, very thought out beginning approach. And don't jump right from one to the next. Wait just a couple seconds, like I'm doing while talking. And so on. You go all the way up to open. And then you can wait a little minute. 30 seconds seems like a long time actually when you wait for 30 seconds. And then go back down, go to the F sharp, play F sharp, C sharp, and then F sharp above the C sharp. Now you're playing three notes. Nice smooth air production. And then go all the way up to the C. So what's happened is you've now covered an octave and augmented fourth or diminished fifth, whatever, tritone. You've covered a little bit of range now. You've already gone from low F sharp to C. So now you've covered the bottom end of the horn into the meat and potatoes, which is that mid-range that we play in most of the time. Now, go back down, add another note. So we've got F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, and then what's the next one? It's B flat, okay? But you're just going up an overtone. So if you've never done this, just go to the next note. And whatever pops out, pops out. And there it is. Okay? So when you get to C, okay, it's going to be an E. Yeah? It's the third. Now when we go back down and add one note, we're going to be adding the fifth. So what you're playing is you're playing root, 5, root, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, root, 5, root. That's what those are. So it's an overtone series that eventually becomes a major triad, and even more. So then we go to C, and that gets us up to G. And obviously we can continue going on up in the overtone series. But if you've just come back off a few days off, for me, I'm probably going to stop the first day on this exercise because I just want to get back on the horn and tune up the basics. I'm probably going to stop there, where I go root, 5th, root, 3rd, 5th. Okay? That's probably where I'm going to stop. So I stop on the G. I don't want to go too high. Not yet. Tomorrow I'll get up there. Tomorrow I'll feel better and I'll get up there. Okay, so the other thing that I like to do is a tonguing exercise, because our tonguing is probably going to suffer as well. So I'll do some lip flexibilities, set the horn down for a little while, come back and do some tonguing exercise. You can do it on any scale you want. Any scale will work, okay? Go in a comfortable range. It might be an octave that you only want to do. I usually do like 2 octaves. And you can do it, there's so many ways you can do it, but you don't have to crack a book open. You can just take a scale and do it. Okay, feels all right. Okay, feels okay. I'm going to grab a different scale and isolate some things a little bit more. I'm checking for mechanics, trying to keep the airflow going, trying to keep the tone good, paying attention to what I sound like and what's coming out the bell. What am I trying to achieve? Am I achieving it? Is it working? So the lip flexibilities and some tonguing are going to tune you up really quick. And then play a song you know, or a little bit of an easier part of an etude or an exercise, but only a little bit of it at a time. And to get back on top of your game, you got to play several sessions, short sessions, and it'll strengthen your chops way faster than if you try and play an hour, because after about 20 minutes you're done, your chops are marshmallows, and you're not making any progress. Several things each day 15-minute sessions when you're trying to put it back together. 2, 3 of them the first day, and then 4 or 5 the second, and then like 6 the third, and by the 4th day, you should be able to go back to your normal routine. And there it is, kids. Take care.